What's happened since?
Nompu, you know, what started out as very light rains and then built up, as you saw, it was the storm, wind going through the marquee. And at some stage, you saw the president delivering his keynote address there. And absolute pandemonium broke out as the elements just tore through the tent. Many people running away, fearing that, you know, the tent can collapse on top of them, that it could result in fatalities. Even the SABC teams were, you know, they just had to run without equipment. And it disrupted Reconciliation Day celebrations, but it seems that we don't have any fatalities at this stage. It built up, like I said, as a light storm. We heard a lot of commotion from people who were sitting outside the marquee. And this was while the president was delivering his keynote address. And, you know, we didn't really pay attention to any of it. We didn't make much of it. But something like within 10 minutes, you know, the force of the wind, the force of the storm that had just swept over this area in Gopane, tore through this marquee, and a lot of people, you know, absolute pandemonium, as I said, absolute pandemonium broke out. We just saw the president's bodyguards. They all just ran towards him, and he was quickly swept and rushed into the car. We actually saw some of the bodyguards pushing the car of the president just to get out of this area, because we didn't know if this marquee would, you know, fall on top of people, if it would fall on top of anything that was in the vicinity, causing some sort of fatalities. As I'm talking to you now, it's still raining heavily. It's heavy rains here, a thick cloud of grey over the Gopane area, and from what I can understand, they did get the president away from this area, Nompu.
Now, Gillian, I know this is a sort of like a working in progress kind of situation. Are you getting any word from the presidency as to whether alternative arrangements are going to be made for him to address people as he had planned, or is that it? I think
Nompu, things, no one could have foreseen this eventuality or the events of today taking place. I'm not sure whether there will be another type of event to have him give his keynote address. All we know is, Nompu, that today it's definitely not going to happen in this area. It was quite a scary chain of events, Nompu. You know, we've seen in the past, I think sometime in the Eastern Cape, a similar event where marquee was also you know, where the wind tore through the marquee, and I think people are probably just, you know, quite happy that there hasn't been any fatalities at this stage. But we are yet to talk to the presidency, you know, to find out what will be the contingency measure in light of the events that we saw transpire here today, the weatherall events transpire here today in Gopane, Nompu.
Okay. All right, Gillian. Well, we're glad to hear that you guys are also safe, our SABC crew. That was Gillian Pillay. She's reporting from Gopane in the northwest, where the president was speaking to an audience on the Reconciliation Day, but then his speech was disrupted by bad weather. More news coming up after a break.